Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Zala_Vandana. My name is Vandana and today we are going to make one Indian Gujarati famous dish. But before starting on that, I would like to introduce myself first because since I have started this new YouTube channel, I haven't introduced myself. So I think it's a good time right now to introduce myself to you guys so that you would know who is talking all the time behind the camera. So my name is Vandana and I've recently started my YouTube channel, and honestly after taking millions of advice from friends and family, I have started this channel because every time I post a photo of food dish or any makeup videos or anything on a social media like Instagram or anywhere, I've been told that why don't you make a YouTube channel, why don't you create one, and why don't you show us how to do that. So I was just being lazy around, or I don't know how to put this, or just I wasn't I wasn't serious about this. So I was just being lazy around and not creating it one. But finally I have decided to create one, and I was confused at first that what kind of content I should put because I was like, I like makeup, I like doing different hairstyles, I like cooking, I like cleaning, I like all of the girly things in short. So I was confused that what to make, but then I thought that I will just create all kind of videos and I will just upload it, and I'll see the audience's response, how it turns out, and then I'll move forward on it. So yeah, in my YouTube channel you'll see all the girly things as well, like fashion blog or makeup videos, hairstyle videos, and cooking videos as well. So talking about hairstyle or makeup videos is a different story because I liked it anyway since I was a kid. I loved it and I still love it and I'm obsessed with it. But if we'll talk about food videos or food topic, which is something I didn't like initially because I didn't enjoy much doing it, and whenever I try to make something it didn't turn out as good as it should. But living in abroad, the life is not easy, so you have to make everything by yourself, and I am a big foodie and I miss my Indian food a lot, and I miss all of those Indian street food. Then you can easily get it within like 5 to 10 minutes walk, like a street food, and it's so convenient to have it, and all those things I was missing a lot. So I was just tired of waiting around. So like I said, domestic help is not easily accessible or available in abroad, and if it is, it's not cheap, it's really expensive. So there was no option for me rather than just to cook by myself. So I started cooking. Initially I wasn't that great, so whenever I was trying to make any new dish, I was calling my mom and asking her throughout how to make it, and then I learned slowly and gradually. I knew few dish, not too many of them, but I knew basic cooking and few dishes only, but not all of them. So that's why I always needed help from my mom. But slowly and gradually I was making every day, and I improved, and I got a lot of compliments from my friends and from my colleague as well, because whenever they were trying, they said, what did you put in it, how did you make it, no, tell me exactly how did you make it, tell me from the first step. And they all like my food, and after that I become more confident about my cooking skill. So whenever I was making it, I make extra so that I can of course take my meal to my workplace. So whenever there is a lunch time, I'm eating it, and my friends always try to swap my tiffin boxes because they like my food a lot. Yeah, that's why I thought to start YouTube channel as well, and just to show how do I make it. I'm also not perfect on all dishes, but I've tried a lot of different cuisines. Like if I'll talk about from India, like South Indian dishes like dosa, idli, sambar, mendu vada, and then Punjabi dishes, naan, paneer, cheese, koftas, all those things. Gujarati dishes, Rajasthani dishes. Rajasthani dish I meant by dal bati and all those things. Kathiawadi recipe, of course, lot of Kathiawadi recipes. Gujarati dishes, pure Kathiawadi recipe, which is very famous in village, like rotla, bajri rotla, and all those stuff. So thepla, dhokla, fafda, gathia, and millions of them. So I've made all of them, and I think I'm good at it. So I'm going to continue making those videos, and you guys let me know if you're making it after watching my videos. How is it? So I hope you will enjoy watching my channel, and please subscribe my channel and hit that bell icon so that you would notify right away whenever I will upload any new videos. And also share my channel and my videos with your friends and family, and please like, share, and comment my videos. I hope to see you next time. And today I'll also make one Gujarati recipe, which is bateta bhungda, and this recipe is very famous in India, in Gujarat, especially on those cities like Bhavnagar, Doraji, Rajkot. But bateta bhungda is very famous in Bhavnagar, which is really known as a Bhavnagar dish. So I'm going to show you how to make that. So of course I'm living in abroad, so I don't have all those traditional Indian stuff like the big yellow bhungda, but I have a substitute for that. I always try to use a substitute and try to make my best out of it. So let's see how to make it. So without wasting any time, let's see the ingredients. So today's dish is very quick to make. There is no rocket science in it. It's really simple, and there is only few ingredients required. And in case if you have kids at home, they will love it because of the bhungda. And there are two ways to make this dish, one with garlic and with gravy, and another one is without garlic and without gravy. So we are going to make today the second method, which is non-garlic and without gravy. And to make this dish, we need a potato, and we are going to boil them. I have added enough salt in it already, so I'm not going to add it extra while I'll make the gravy. Then carefully remove the excessive water and peel them. And then just chop them into the big square, something similar to this. Let them cool down for a while, and meanwhile we will fry the bhungda. So these are the bhungda which I usually get here. I didn't get the big and long yellow stick one, which is easily available in India, but the taste is almost the same, so it will just do the job. So we need to fry them. So heat a deep oil fry pan and just fry them. Whenever I make this dish, I fry the entire packet and store the extra ones into the airtight container just to save the extra time. Okay, so now for a gravy, heat some oil into the pan. Then add some cumin seeds. Some asafoetida, this is optional. Some turmeric powder. Along with green chili powder. I like to make this dish little bit spicy. Mix it all together and then throw all of the potatoes into it. Make sure to mix it together completely, and you need to stir it for a while continuously because we are making it non-gravy one, so we don't want anything to stick. Then add some fresh chopped coriander or cilantro and mix it again. Then serve it into the serving plate. And our dish is complete. So easy and quick, right? Like I said, I have fried the entire packet and I will store these extras into the airtight container. And if you are from India and that too from Kathiawar, Gujarat, you cannot have your meal without buttermilk. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you like my videos, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel and share it with your friends and family. Thank you for your time.